streets are full and radios spill into the evening glow. Yeah, everybody knows the beat before it reaches down the block. The whole day feels warmer when the music starts to lean through the brick and through the laughter, through the gold and through the green. Harlem summer steps singing through the night. Every little doorway holding rhythm, holding light. Harlem summer steps, easy, loud, alive. New York sounds the best to me when the whole street feels like choir. In cups and paper fans, neighbors talking with their hands, basketball and siren trails, braids and white tees in the haze. The air is heavy, slow and sweet, like history in every beat. And I don't wanna miss a thing when the evening starts to sing. Nothing here is separate. Everything belongs, all the hearts along the sidewalk, keeping time inside the song. Harlem summer steps, singing through the night. Every little doorway holding rhythm, holding light. Harlem summer steps, easy, loud, alive. New York sounds the best to me when the whole street feels like choir. Someday I will leave this block, or maybe I will stay. Either way, I know this feeling won't be easy to replace. Ooh, 'cause the city isn't only glass, it's voices, heat and air. And on nights like this, it feels like love is everywhere. Harlem summer steps ringing in my chest. Every laugh and every rhythm lays the whole day down to rest. Harlem summer steps hold me while I pass. If New York has a heartbeat, then tonight I hear it last. Harlem summer steps, yeah. Sing it through the dark. Boots too loud on Avenue, a cheap eyeliner, old guitar. St.marks spills into the dark with all its half-burnt little stars. You say we're probably too much, I say maybe that's the point. And the whole street starts to look like youth with nowhere else to go. Messy is a language we both learn young, and the city speaks it back through every bar and drum. St.marks forever, even if it's only tonight. All that
disgraceful. That's why it feels real. Some loves don't bloom in gardens, they spark in rust and steel. St.marks forever, even if it's only tonight. All the noise, all the chaos, all the restless little lights. St.marks forever, we don't need a map. New York looks its best to me when it's wearing all its cracks. One day we'll get older and this block will change its skin, but some streets never really leave the blood they once lived in. And if I lose the outline of every other summer, I'll still remember Avenue and how we hit like thunder. St.marks forever, still ringing in my ears. All the reckless, bright affection, all the half-articulated years. St.marks forever, hold that crooked light. New York looked the most alive to me the night we burned that bright. St.marks forever, even if it ends. St.marks forever. Brooklyn after 9. Brownstone shadows, fire escapes, summer smoking, subway breaks. You and I on narrow streets, talking low and broken beats. There's a record from a bar, floating out from somewhere far, and the moon above the bridge hangs like something unfinished. You don't say forever, I don't need you to. There's enough in how you're looking when the night turns blue. Brooklyn after 9, everything feels close. Every rooftop, every street light, every word we almost spoke. Brooklyn after 9, leaning into you, like the city knew exactly how to set the perfect mood. Corner pizza, paper plates, old graffiti, iron gates. Somewhere someone's playing soul through an open studio. You pull your jacket tighter and I let your hand pull me in, and every little passing train sounds romantic in the dark again. I don't need the skyline, I don't need the noise. All I need is the slow distance, shrinking in your voice. Brooklyn after 9, everything feels close. Every changes shape. I remember how your shadow fell across the stoop that way, and how the whole night held us without trying too hard. Just a little bit of magic in a borough full of scars. Brooklyn after 9, I can feel it still, in the breaks, the bars, the back streets, and the quiet and the thrill. Brooklyn after 9, one more block with you. Let the city keep on turning. We've got nothing else to prove. Brooklyn after 9, stay a little longer. Brooklyn after 9.
Posters peeling in the cold, half a laugh and half a smoke. Stairwell buzz and liquor signs, broken mirrors, borrowed time. You were leaning by the door, like you'd been there once before, and the whole block turned to green, like a real car. Polished, nothing here was clean, but every little shadow looked exactly like a scene. Lower East Side film running through my head again. All the blur and all the static, all the beauty in the edges. Shape of you. Cheap red lights on Orchard Street, wet black boots in restless heat, basement bands and busted amps, sirens bending through the damp. You said things that meant too much, held on hard and not enough, and somehow all that reckless air still feels holy when I'm there. We were never perfect, that's the reason why the memory still flickers instead of drying out. Lower East Side film running through my head again. All the blur and all the static, all the beauty in the edges. Lower East Side film shot in red and midnight blue. New York never kept us still, but it kept the shape of you. I don't want the cleaned up cut. Leave the noise and leave the grain. Leave the cigarette glow hanging. Leave the weather in the frame. 'Cause sometimes all the flaws are what make the picture true. And every time I think of us, the whole thing looks like you. Lower East Side film, still developing somewhere under neon, under sirens, under all that downtown air. Lower East Side film, I can see it every time. New York kept on moving, but you stayed inside the shine.
chest. June heat stuck to the bricks, screen doors slam and candle drips. The whole block smells like rain and dust, and something close to falling for us. You climb up with your sleeves rolled high, 2 sodas sweating in your hands, and sit beside me on the metal like the night was part of the plan. Up here the city softens, up here the traffic fades, and every small confession sounds better in the haze. Fire escape June, holding up the sky. Every little breath between us feels electric in the night. Fire escape June, rust and rooftop blue. New York never looks so easy as it does right now with you. Someone's TV leaks below, someone's arguing down the road. A dog barks once then settles down. The moon hangs over Crown and Brown. You ask me what I want from life, I joke and say a cooler room, but really all I want is this, your shoulder in the humid blue. No grand declarations, no perfect summer scene, just 2 people on a staircase with a city in between. Fire escape June, holding up the sky. Every little breath between us feels electric in the night. Fire escape June, rust and rooftop blue. New York never looks so easy as it does right now with you. I know the heat will break, I know the month will move, I know the city changes faster than we want it to. But if I get one memory to keep from being young, I think I choose this iron stare, and you and all that summer hum. Fire escape June, stay a little while, let the whole block keep on glowing under one unfinished smile. Fire escape June, sweat and silver moon. New York never looks so easy as it does right now with you. Fire escape June, don't climb down yet. Fire escape June.
Stairs down to the platform, air, oh gum steel and winter glare. West Fourth hums beneath my feet, with all the names I couldn't keep. Trains arrive and doors divide, everybody steps inside, and I stay watching windows pass like ghosts lit up in subway glass. Every tunnel keeps a secret, every rail a trace. Some nights the whole station Buskers upstairs on the grate, playing to the cold too late. Washington Square, a breeze nearby. Sirens drag across the sky. I thought the city would erase all the outlines that you made, but some places learn to love and keep it in their older bones. Nothing here is fragile, nothing here is kind. Still it holds the softest parts I thought I'd leave behind. West 4th ghost riding through my head, all the things I never said, coming back in train light blue. West 4th ghost underneath the street. New York keeps the unfinished running in repeat. Maybe some goodbyes never end, they just go underground, showing up in station echoes and the shape of certain sounds. I don't need you back, I just need this ache to move, like a train out of the darkness into something I can lose. West 4th ghost fading with the breaks, all the half-forgotten versions of the choices that we made. West 4th ghost, I can feel them leave, but for one more stop tonight, they're still riding next to me. West 4th ghost, don't speak. West 4th ghost, under me.
Concrete can stretch so high. Yellow cabs, a blur fly by. Every corner a new face, lost in this amazing place. My heart beats fast, a wild drum. Where did all these feelings come? Bright lights, big city, never felt so pretty. This town, it calls my name, playing its own game. Music spills from open doors, footsteps echo on the floors. A million stories in the air, I just breathe it everywhere. My soul takes flight, a joyful sound. No better feeling can be found. Bright lights, big city, never felt so pretty. This town, it calls my name, playing its own game. Concrete canyons stretch so high. Yellow cabs, a blur fly by. Every corner a new face, lost in this amazing place. My heart beats fast, a wild drum. Where did all these feelings come? Bright lights, big city, never felt so pretty. This town, it calls my name, playing its own game. Posters peeling off the wall, tiny bar on 𝚙𝚕𝚊𝚢𝚘 hall. Boots on puddles, silver rings. Everything means too many things. You were laughing in the cold, holding cigarettes like gold. I remember how it felt, like the city knew itself. Nothing here was polished, nothing here was neat, but love looked good in cheap red light and rain along the street. East Village, polaroid, faded edges, living color. All the blurry little moments make me miss us more than summer. East Village, polaroid, taped inside my mind. New York never stays still, but it leaves a frame behind. late night. East Village Polaroid still developing somewhere under all the smoke and sirens, under all that reckless air. East Village Polaroid, I can see it every time. New York moves on without us, but it leaves us in the shine. East Village Polaroid, don't fade too fast. Elevated tracks and evening smoke, windows full of yellow glow. I'm riding past 1,000 lives, stacked in brick and satellite. Take out signs and laundry mats, kids still playing in the dark. Every stop feels like a song, every door another star. And the skyline waits far across the tracks, like a promise in the distance, but I like it from where I'm at. Queen Street skyline, rolling under city lights. All these different voices make the whole world feel alive. Queen Street skyline, every station, every frame. New York isn't just one story. That's what makes me stay. Someone nods off in their seat, someone's dancing to the beat, someone talks in two languages, like the song can hold it all. I look out and catch my face floating in the subway glass, and for a second I can see every version of my past. The city doesn't ask you to be only one thing, it lets you keep your shadows and still step into the dream. Queen Street skyline, rolling under city lights. All these different voices make the whole world feel alive. Queen Street skyline, every station, every frame. New York isn't just one story. That's what makes me stay. From Jackson Heights to Lick, from Flushing down to Astoria, every block carries a rhythm, every heart a different weather. And maybe that's the magic, not just towers in the dark, but the 1,000 little windows keeping time inside my heart. Queen Street skyline, still moving through the night. Every passing station puts another Saturday, sun goes soft on Broadway. Coffee in a paper cup, everyone is dressed enough. I keep walking with no map, past the girls in leather black, storefront glass and silver shoes. Every corner changes mood. I don't need a reason, I just like this pace. Like the city lets me borrow someone else's grace. Soho in slow motion, drifting through the light. Every block feels like a movie, every look feels just right. Soho in slow motion, golden, pale and cool. New York turns a simple walk into something beautiful. Music leaking from a door, heels on concrete, nothing more. Someone laughs and turns away, like they own the end of day. I keep following the glow through the places I don't know, and somehow the strange feels kind when the skyline stays behind. Nothing here is asking me to be explained, just another face in sunlight, moving through the frame. Soho in slow motion, drifting through the light. Every block feels like a movie, every look feels just right. Soho in slow motion, golden, pale and cool. New York turns a simple walk into something beautiful. Maybe style is just survival, with a better shade of blue. Maybe all this downtown beauty lets me disappear in view. For a little while I'm lighter, for a little while I'm new, and the city keeps on wearing all the versions I move through. Soho in slow motion, fading into dusk. Every little passing window leaves a little glow on us. Soho in slow motion, I don't need to prove that I belong inside the city when it lets me simply move. Soho in slow motion, let it stay this way.
West Side Summer. Hudson light on city glass, golden hours never last. Kids are skating by the park, someone singing from the dark. Sneakers on the riverside, bike bells cutting through the sky. I can taste the heat and salt, summer like a moving song. Nothing in this moment asks me to be more than a body in the evening, walking slow along the shore. West Side Summer, running warm against my skin. Every sunset over water pulls me deeper in. West Side calling from a bar. Traffic hums beneath the stars. Someone kisses by the pier. Someone says they love it here. I don't know what comes next yet, but I don't wanna leave this. How the whole west side tonight turns the ordinary bright. I don't need a movie, I don't need a scene. This is more than enough to feel young inside of me. West side summer, running warm against my skin. Every sunset over water pulls me deeper in. West side summer, open windows, faded jeans. New York feels a little softer than it ever does in dreams. Someday I will miss this. Someday I will miss this. The river, the heat, the sound, the people on the boardwalk, the gold light falling down. So I'm trying not to rush it, trying just to let it stay. One more hour in the city before it slips away. West side summer, hold me in your orange light. Let the Hudson keep reflecting everything I feel tonight. West side summer, easy, loud and clean. New York feels a little softer than it ever does in dreams. West side summer, don't fade too fast. West side summer. Black boots on Canal Street, cold wind coming off the east. Silver jewelry, coffee stain, head full of unfinished things. Everyone moves like they know somewhere I don't need to go. I just keep my headphones loud, let the city blur around. I used to think being alone meant something was missing, but tonight the whole downtown feels like permission. Downtown on my own, and I never felt so free. Every lighted window, ooh, looks like possibility. Downtown on my own, under all this winter glow. I don't need somebody next to me to know where I should go. Bookstore stairs and basement shows, taxi horns and thrift store clothes. Rainwater on a metal grate, late train rumbling under 8th. I pass strangers smoking outside, all of them with restless eyes. And somehow in their borrowed glow I feel more like myself alone. Maybe all this movement is exactly what I need. 1,000 different lives and none of them asking anything of me. Downtown on my own, and I never felt so free. Every lighted window, ooh, looks like possibility. Downtown on my own, under all this winter glow. I don't need somebody next to me to know where I should go. I can want love later, I can chase it when it comes, but tonight I want the sidewalks and the kick inside the drums. I want the cold air on my face and the rush of